This is the second video where I talk about the figures of the actual Arkham Asylum set. If you want to see what I think about the set itself, like the build and all of the details and stuff like that, then please look at my first video that I released on Friday. The set comes with 16 minifigures, which for a $300 set, that's not bad. I have some gripes with some of the inclusions and some of the figs themselves, but overall 16 is good. It's not like they skimped out on the amount of figs to give us in a set like this. So overall, I'm pretty happy with the amount, but it could always be better, like I said, which I will explain. But first of all, I'm just going to go through all of them. You got Batman, Batwoman, Batwing, Robin, Mr. Freeze, the Riddler, Poison Ivy, Catwoman, Scarecrow, Harley Quinn, Bane, the Joker, the Penguin, Killer Croc, and then 2 security guards. So overall, like I said, 16 figures, that's pretty good. They give us almost all of the main villains. I don't know why they didn't include Two-Face. That's basically the main problem I have with the set is, where's Two-Face? They should have given us Two-Face. I know he came out in the Tumblr that came out recently in like 2024. That's like really overpriced. He should have been included here. Okay, I think that's pretty fair to say. I don't know why LEGO didn't do that. I am going to pick up that Tumblr set, so I'll have the Dark Knight version of Two-Face. But this Arkham Asylum isn't the Dark Knight. And that's why I love... Okay, real quick, that's why I love this set so much. All of these villains and the whole aesthetic of the set reminds me of the like 2006 LEGO Batman video game, which I played on DS. And I love, and whenever I look at this set, I get the theme song of the video game just in my head, and it's awesome. But that's why it just makes me want Two-Face so much more, because he fits in with that whole aesthetic, and it'd be so cool to get that 2006 version of him again, kind of like from the LEGO video game. I know this isn't from the LEGO video game, but it just reminds me of it. Overall, like I said, the figures are really, really good. It seems like Batwing is an interesting inclusion. Batwoman's pretty cool to get because we really haven't seen her in too many sets. We have seen her in sets, but not too many. Catwoman, whatever. Penguin is cool. Bane is cool. Scarecrow, Killer Croc, Harley Quinn, Ivy, Freeze, Riddler. So Ivy, Freeze, and Riddler all have their normal outfits on, but then all of the other villains, including the Joker, have jumpsuits, which makes sense. They're in Arkham Asylum. Of course, if it was in a perfect world, I'd say maybe give us their normal outfits too, so you can like interchange them. But there's also something that a project I will be working on to where I'll hopefully be able to fix that, and I will have a video about that coming out pretty soon, so please stay tuned to the channel, and I think it'll be pretty cool, pretty fun. But the Batwing looks really good. Batman looks pretty good. They're going back to the not plastic capes, which I like a lot. I think those plastic capes are weird, and I don't like them. The Robin looks pretty good overall. I think it'd be cool if we got a Nightwing. I feel like a Nightwing could have been really used here. Like I said, Catwoman comes in her normal outfit too, but we've been seeing a lot of Catwoman recently, which is fine, but you know, it is what it is. The Joker looks pretty good. I wish the face was from like the original 2008 Batman set instead of like the one movie. Like I think they just reused the face, and the hair, they use the Superman hair in green, which is interesting. That picture of Clayface though, and I've heard people say this, it's a huge slap in the face because he definitely also should have been included. That minifigure version of him should have been included, but he's nowhere to be seen, which kind of sucks. But they do have his image in the set. Maybe that could mean we'll be getting him in another set soon. Maybe it'll be a gift with purchase. That would be pretty cool. I wouldn't mind that at all, especially since I'll probably be getting the set like first day. But overall, the figures do look pretty good. The 2 security guards, they're fine. They're whatever. But again, I would have gladly taken them out to be able to put in other figures like Two-Face, like Clayface, like the clay monster, Clayface. Actually, I think his name is Clayface, but you get what I'm saying. Maybe either add the security guards and just up the minifigure count. Obviously, that's the best of both worlds, or just take away the security guards. But I mean, I know why they added security guards, but I mean, like, it would have been cool just to get all of the villains, all of the main villains. Mad Hatter would have been pretty cool to get, you know, some of the lesser known villains would have been pretty sweet. Maybe even like Boomerang would have been pretty cool. Um, Commissioner Gordon. That is another figure that I really wish was in this set. Honestly, I don't know why they gave us Batwing. Batwing seems to be the most random out of all of these. The Robin outfit too is quite interesting. The Batman's in his full black outfit, which is fine. The 2006 game has him in a gray outfit, which would have been really cool to get. Because, like I said, I have nostalgia for that game big time, and it would have been cool if that's kind of what this was based off of. But this set is more based off of the original one that came out in, what was that, like 2012, maybe? It's more supposed to be a nod to that set, and that set's a nod to the game, I think. I don't know. I'm not super into the lore of Lego Batman, but I do like Lego Batman. Like I said, the set's modular. There's 3 different layers. You have the bottom layer, middle layer, and then the top layer. That little prison tower part that's kind of connected to the side also has its own little roof that you can take on and off to put a figure in. The interior details are pretty cool. Like I said, you have that Clayface sticker, which is a kind of a slap in the face, but it's a pretty cool detail. You have the stuff on the wall, kind of like the map. You have the open all cell doors computer thing there, and a little like selection whether they want to or not. You have the high maximum security prison part for the Joker, which is cool. It's cool to be able to put him in there. You have the shark fin to the left on that board. That sticker with the height chart. I forget his name. It's not like Killer Shark, but it's the shark guy from, like, that was in the one movie that came out recently. But overall, the interior details are pretty good. Like Scarecrow and Harley Quinn here, they give you the little kind of place for her to talk to him, I think. I think since she's used to be a doctor, like Harley Quinzel or whatever, she is like a therapist sort of at this place, I believe is what they're trying to cut across here. But the gargoyle in the front also has a really, really cool looking face print. That whole gargoyle build itself is really cool looking. But yeah, overall, I think the size is pretty good for $300. It's a corner set, which you don't see too many of. I know we have gotten a few other modular buildings of, but you don't really see too many of those ever. But yeah, overall, the figs look pretty good. They give you a lot of accessories for them too, which is nice. And the penguin comes in short orange legs, which I don't think have ever seen before, or if we have not seen it too often, so that's cool to get that part. Robin comes in medium legs, so they're able to be moved, but they're shorter than normal legs, which is smart. But yeah, I think overall all of the figs look pretty good. It just would have been cool to have been able to get, their normal outfits too, but I mean, I can understand why Lego didn't do that. Also really cool, I love the addition of the 2 penguins. The 2 brick-built penguins that like hold the gun and the dynamite. I love that so much. That is exactly what I'm talking about when I talk about nostalgia from early 2000s Batman. Like, that is awesome. And yeah, overall, I think the set looks really nice. I think they kind of hit it out of the park, if I do say so myself, with it, and I'm excited to get it in hand. I hope there's a gift with purchase that comes with it that has Two-Face or one of the other characters I was talking about. That would be pretty cool, but we haven't heard anything about that at all yet. This is kind of my early review of a set that I am very excited for. I also still want to talk about the Star Wars set, so be on the lookout for that. But yeah, I thank you all for watching it. If you made it this far, I really appreciate it, and I hope you kind of check out the rest of the channel. If you liked it, leave a like, subscribe. Let me know what you think about the set in the comments down below, whether I'm going crazy with all talking about the minifigures and wanting more or not. But I think overall this set is, it's good. If I had to look at it now, I'd probably give it a solid like 9 out of 10. 16 figs is still a very good amount of figs, and the set itself looks pretty good. And the price point is fair. But yeah, thank you all very much for watching, and I will see you all in the next one. Peace out.